Hey guys, what's up? It's Audra and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I feel like it's been a really long time since I used to do these videos all the time that were like my monthly favorites. And I would do like a bunch of things and then it changed to just like songs I've been listening to. And I feel like I haven't talked to you guys about what music I've been listening to in like what feels like a very long time. Or maybe I'm just listening to so much new music that I'm just like, I want to tell you all about it. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna tell you guys what I have been listening to. And to be honest, I could not even narrow it down to songs. I narrowed it down to one song because it's new and 4 albums that I've been listening to, because it really hasn't been one specific song from each of these artists. I've been listening through kind of like to their whole discography, but basically to like whatever album I'm going to talk about. So we're just gonna get right into it and I'm gonna tell you what new music I've been listening to as of recent. First one I'm gonna talk about is Ella Langley. I, number one, have been really getting into country music again. Me and Zach are going to Nashville in a couple weeks, and I believe we're gonna be there at the same time as CMA Fest, so I'm like really hoping that people will make some surprise appearances on Broadway. It'd be so fun, and it's probably gonna be chaotic, but I'm so ready for it. But I have had the song You Look Like You Love Me stuck in my head for basically like 2 weeks straight, and I had never listened to anything else from Ella Langley before, and so I decided to kind of dive into her catalog and listen to some of her stuff. The one I've been listening to the most, just because it's the newest, is her new album Hungover. I haven't listened to the deluxe version of it, which is called Still Hungover, but I've made it through Hungover probably like 3 or 4 times. That song, the title track, is literally so good. It's constantly stuck in my head. Yeah, I'm hungover. I'm away from sober. Like, it's just perfect. I think to me, she has the perfect country voice. Like, it like scratches an itch in my brain every time I listen to her. And her songwriting is fantastic. I think she has such a good mix of like the old country like storytelling with like a fresh modern take on it, and I really love that about her. But yeah, I've just been really obsessed with her as of recently. I can't stop listening to that album. I think it's so good, like front to back. I can't even remember what my favorite songs are. I know Hungover I love, Nicotine I love. Obviously You Look Like You Love Me is on that album too. I think that's so good. But yeah, I've been slowly working my way through her whole discography, and I've really loved everything I've heard so far. Next up, we have Morgan Wallen, I'm the Problem. I don't think that there could be a better title for his album, because I do think he's very problematic. But I've been getting into country again, and so this was the new album that came out, and I kind of was like, I feel like I need to listen to this because I need to know what's popular. Like, I haven't listened to country, like really listened to country and kept up with it in such a long time that I'm like, who is the popular artist? Like, who is everybody excited to hear like an album drop from? And it was him. And so I listened to his entire album. Me and Zach listened to it on the way home from our vacation, because it was like a 2-hour album and we had a 2-hour drive to get home. So we listened to the whole thing. I'm trying to think specifically of songs that really stood out to me. I think Dark Till Dawn, I don't know. I'll put it right here because I don't remember the name of it. But that one I really liked. There's like a couple other ones that I thought were pretty cool. None that I can think of really off the top of my head. I wasn't like a huge fan of like the entire album. It kind of had the Taylor Swift effect where it was like, okay, now there's too many songs on this album that I'm like getting bored listening to it. I really like the feature with Post Malone. That song's been out though, I feel, for a while. But yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, I think his voice is interesting. It's sometimes a little bit too nasally and like whiny for me. And I definitely noticed that on some of the songs. There were some definite skips for me on the album, but overall I thought it was pretty good. And to kind of like work my way back into what is the popularity, who is popular in the country scene, I feel like that was kind of like a good step. So I did enjoy it. There was definitely a couple songs that I was just like, I don't know about this, like some things that I don't remember, but overall I thought it was like a good kind of listening experience. Coming in at number 3, we have One of the Boys by Katy Perry. If you guys could hear me in my house every day walking around going like this. You're like an Indian summer in the middle of winter, like a hard candy with a surprise center. Literally all day. Zach is like, will you please stop singing that song? Like, please. And I just can't, because this album is so good. And I got on this train when I was like, man, I wish that Katy Perry sounded like this again, because this album is amazing. That song was trending everywhere, of course, and there's so many good songs on this album. The fact that this album has Waking Up in Vegas on it is beyond me. That is like my favorite Katy Perry song of all time. But I have had this album like on repeat in the car. I think it's so good, and I wish that she would make another album like it, because this was like her prime to me. I mean, this is when she was like playing Warped Tour. Like, this is early Katy Perry. And I just think it's so good. I just love it so much. Next up, number 4. You guys have probably heard me talk about this already, because I can't shut up about it, but I am obsessed with Lady Gaga's new album, Mayhem. I literally cannot pick a favorite. I will say the closest for me, I think, to number 1 is How Bad Do You Want Me? I really, really love that song, and I think it's such an interesting take for her, because the lyrics are very surface level, in comparison to a lot of her other songs, a lot of her older songs, a lot of, you know, that kind of thing. But the way that she sings it, and like the emotion and the idea behind the song, I think is so interesting, and she pulls it off incredibly well. I do think the entire album is just a masterpiece. That is one of those, like, if I wrote this, I could die tomorrow and I would be happy. Like, it is just absolutely fantastic in every single way. I love the concept of the album. I love every song on the album. I love how it all flows together. I love the performances. I just love this new Lady Gaga era, and it feels very much like old Lady Gaga. Kind of like, I don't know, I think it's just the nostalgia thing. Same with Katy Perry. Like, listen to the old Katy Perry songs, I'm like, man, I miss this Katy Perry. And I listen to old Lady Gaga, and I'm like, man, I miss this Lady Gaga. And now we, like, have some of it back, which is so exciting. I think she did just an incredible job. And you know what? I've loved every era of Lady Gaga. There's nothing that she does wrong to me, so I'm happy with anything, but I'm super happy with this album. Last but not least, we have the new single from Ed Sheeran, which I do think is probably going to be the song of the summer if I had to make a guess as of right now. Ed Sheeran just put out a song called Azizam, I think is how you say it. It means some kind of, like, I think it might be like some kind of Greek goddess, or maybe not Greek. I don't know. It's some different language, and I forget what it means. I looked it up because I didn't know what the song meant, but then I totally forgot because the song is so catchy, it doesn't even matter. He is a genius. Everything that he touches turns to gold, and this song is no exception. I think it is so catchy, so fun, so upbeat, so summery feeling. The sounds and the production are very, like, feels like you should be listening to the song on a beach, drink in hand. Like, that's the vibe that you get from it. And I would assume almost 100% that that's what he was going for, considering he does everything, like, to its full potential. So I really, really, really love this song. And I do think that it could be the song of the summer for 2025. But I don't know, because he put it out and he doesn't really announce anything. He doesn't tell anybody about anything he does. And so I feel like people don't know about it yet. But I think once they do, it's definitely going to work its way up there, because I think the song is so good and it gives the vibes of exactly what everybody is listening to while they're on a beach, while they're on a boat, while they're on vacation, while they're having a drink, while they're sitting in their backyard. Like, the vibes are high in that song. So it will be my song of the summer, if not everybody's. But that's what I've been listening to lately. If you guys are into country music, trying to get back, so leave some recommendations in the comments of your favorite new country artists, or any of your new favorite artists in general. I'm always open to listening to a bunch of new stuff, so let me know what you've been listening to in the comments, and I hope that you've enjoyed what I've been listening to, and if you haven't already, maybe you listen to some of it as well. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you leave a like, remember to comment, tell me what you've been listening to, tell me which ones of these are your favorite if you end up listening to any of them, and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn that notification bell so you don't miss an upload every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye! See you next week!